Where did they end up on again? I don't know. Of course not. As he strides out of the room, I wander over to the bookshelf. Like the rest of the room, it's pretty characterful, with books on business, novels, and ethnic looking sculptures. The top shelf is empty apart from two modern vases. Oh, wait, I already read this part. It would be so easy to fix. It would only take a moment. In fact, I can't bear it anymore. I have to straighten it. I step forward and raise a hand, and as I'm pushing it into place, there's Sebastian's voice behind me. Those vases hadn't been touched since my grandmother died and placed them there. Whoa, I read it. I fast forward my reading. Those vases haven't been touched since my grandmother placed them there just before she died. What? What? I whip around aghast to see Sebastian behind me, holding two cups of coffee. Oh my god, Sebastian, I'm so sorry, I say in a flurry. I should have never have, it's just, it was crooked and driving me mad. I had to fix it. That's my flaw. I add shamefacedly. I always have to fix things, but then I end up making everything worse, but I may not have been entirely serious, cuts me off midstream. My flaw is I like to wind people up. Sorry, and by the way, do call me Seb. It shoots me a mischievous grin, and I can't help laughing even though my heart is still thudding in delayed panic. What if that had been true about the grandmother? Or what if it had been the grandmother's ashes? I flinch as the horrifying thought strikes me. What if I'd come into his office, a total stranger, and messed with a memorial to a beloved relative? I mean, you really shouldn't be leaving your relatives on the office. It's kind of weird, but I mean, hey, teach their own, right? Okay. You seem worried, says Seb, eyeing me curiously. I was just thinking, what if that was your granny's ashes? I blurted out before I could stop myself. Ah, he nods. Yes, that would be awkward. Yeah, but you're the one who put him there, so it's both awkward, but whatever. Who cares? Thankfully, my granny's ashes are safely interred in a churchyard. It's my cue to sit down, but somehow I can't stop talking. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, that's what girls do when they get nervous around the guy they like, or when they get nervous in general because they feel uncomfortably tense because they like the guy. Something like that. It's like a nervous tick, or they just like the atmosphere and they're like, oh my gosh. They want to talk about things like they're excited, if you get what I mean. They're preemptively excited, or something along those lines. Nervous and like uncomfortably like tense. Whatever though. Let's get on with it. We scattered my dad's ashes at sea, like the Titanic movie. You know, they're always like on their toes. And since you have a foot fetish, you know what toes mean, right? Okay, whatever. I hear myself saying, it was a disaster. We threw them around the waves, threw them towards the waves, but it was so windy they blew back in our faces. And Mum was batting at them, saying, you get in the sea, Mike, you obstinate sod. You know where you want to be. It's like, maybe it's like to give you the goodbye kiss or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how it is. I mean, they're supposed to go into the sea, but they're also supposed to be around you, and how it's like a symbolic gesture of like the air of to be released into the spirits of the humid wind to dissolve with the earth and your breath of humid life that you inject into the atmosphere, to blow them up into the sky with the waves crashing into it to make a beautiful heart-shaped uh, symbol shape that'll beat once more and fly out into the heavens. Okay, enough of my descriptive talking, say, phrases, all right? And then this dog came running up. I break off. Sorry, not relevant. His whole family died. I remember in a horrifying rush, and I'm standing here talking about ashes. Shut up, Fixie. Well, says Seb after a pause, shall we begin? Yeah, sorry, let's. Yes, why don't they get to the point? What the fuck is going on here? Why do they even have to touch that vase? I'm thinking as he ushers me into a chair. I'll just start saying face. I like saying face instead. I feel so angry with myself. Can I learn? Can I change? Yeah, you're kind of impulsive, aren't you? Okay, whatever though. Yes, I resolve I can change it. I'm going to. The next time something bugs me, unless it's super important and vital, I'm leaving it. I am leaving it. I mean, maybe that'll change our relationship with Ryan. Your OCD might not be the thing that he thinks about. Wait, no, I can't change the brightness now. I don't want to mess up the recording. I must hear, though. Seb adds as he sits down, what happened with the dog? You don't want to know. I roll my eyes expressively and he smiles. The open, boyish smile armor from the coffee shop. Then silence falls and he regards me expectantly. It's nice to say what I'm here for. I mean, it's time to say what I'm here to say. But I still feel rattled. I need a moment to compose myself. I like your office, I say. Is that what you came to say? Oh, good, he says. I'm glad. Some offices seem to say, be afraid, I blabber on desperately. But this one seems to say, cast around for inspiration. It says, let's get on with things. This is going to be great. I mean, why are you making it seem like you gotta talk all the time? That's some sus ass. I do that too. It's like when I feel uncomfortable, I just start like, yeah, do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. It's a weird. All right, stop. Seb seems delighted by my analysis. I like that too. I like that. I sip my coffee, playing for time, and Seb sips his too. And there's one of those expectant silent beats. Well, duh. I mean, well, you're making it weird. Say what you want to say, dude. Come on, Fixie, say it. Just say it. So anyway, I'm here to claim that my IOU I say in the lightest manner that I can. Well, just tell him, remember that favor you gave me that I could give to you, that you might be able to give me? I might need some help with something, and maybe I want to see if you can try to help me with getting someone a job. Maybe that's the way to explain it. His name is Ryan. That's about it. You don't have to be like, I'm here to claim this. It's like very direct. It's gonna be like, whoa, oh, hold your horses. I don't know what it is yet. It's like, damn, great. He looks genuinely surprised. I mean, of course. What else would he be? You can't go on his word now. It could seem like you're claiming some life insurance or some shit, or like a child's alimony, or like some uh welfare check, some shit. Like the government owes you this. Like, you gotta calm down. You don't just come and press the guy though. It's kind of weird. Like, be a little smoother with it, won't you? Like, make sure you know what favor he's gonna give you before you make him uptight about it. Whatever though. Great. He looks genuinely surprised. I hoped you were. A tiny part of me relaxes, so he hasn't forgotten about it, and he doesn't seem offended. On the other hand, he hasn't heard what I want yet. He's trying to be nice, bro. That's what I mean. Okay, so I take a sip of coffee. Once more, playing for time. Why do you need time? Just say what you got. First of all, I have to ask you something. Were you serious? Of course I was serious. He says, something surprised. I made you a genuine offer. I'm indebted to you, and I want to pay you back for your kindness in any way that I can. Have you still got that coffee sleeve? His mouth curves into an amused smile. Of course, I produced it from my bag. You'd better check it. He reaches over, takes it from me, and gives it a mock serious examination. Yes, he says at last. I hereby pronounce this to be authentic. He pushes it back across the desk, then faces me squarely. So, what can I do for you? His eyes suddenly light up. Did you want me to take? You want to take me up on the investment advice? Because no, something else. My stomach is clenching, churning hard. But I have to press on something I swallowed. A different thing. I mean, a guy in a company is not going to want to help a guy, whether he's a chat or not. You don't help them just in case. You don't want him to. Maybe Fixie could be his new girlfriend. This is the guy she's asking him to help. Competition to go out with her. But we'll see about what he can help with. It's got to be the way to get things done. But if it was a girl I liked and she asked me to help another guy to get him in her pants, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, let's go. No, I don't know. I would be like, I don't think I can help you with that, man. I mean, there's other bigger issues that the crime needs me. The crime is heavy out there. There's things that, like Batman says to Catwoman, I have to take care of. The shades of the night. Time to head on out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. It's like, I'm peace, deuce, bro. No, but yeah, here we go. Oh God, come on, say it. Of course, anything at all. What? not a chocolate chip muffin after all. I mean, yeah, I mean, of course he has to help because it's his word, even if it's a guy trying to smash. But it's not like he's going to want to. But he shouldn't. If he doesn't want, he doesn't have to. But you got to think of that in your mind. You can't say that out loud. You know, make an excuse up. You can't make it too much of a thing. You can't really lie your way out of it. Too. You play along with it unless you don't want, like, see the time not to. Then you get rid of it in the way. Drop it and don't make it a thing in real life, right? Here we go. He adds with another laugh. No, not a chocolate chip muffin, I say, digging my nails into my palm, willing myself to say it. Not a chocolate chip muffin. I force myself to look up and meet his gaze. A job. You act like he's like, you know, like you're about to ask him out for a porn scene, and he might not say yes even if you pay him. Like, what do you mean by all this? Like, why you get so anxious like that? It's just you asking him a question about a job. A job. I see the shock pass over his face before I can dissemble. Sorry, he adds hastily as he notices my expression. I don't mean to sound, I just didn't. A job. Wow, okay. As he's speaking, I can see his brain working. I can see the cogs whirring. I don't need to point out. He said anything at all. He's pointing it out to himself. I know it's big, I say quickly. I mean, it's really big, but I thought maybe we can help each other. I overheard you talking in the coffee shop, saying that you couldn't find the right person to fill a junior position. You need someone dynamic, who's been in the real world, who doesn't mind working hard, someone who wants to learn, someone who isn't the typical graduate, someone different. As I'm talking, I can see his expression changing from weary to eager. He leans forward, gazing at me as though for the first time. Maybe he thinks you're the one who's trying to apply here, huh? Yes, he says emphatically as I come to a finish. Yes, yes. And I'm sorry I reacted the way I did. He's just apprehensive, maybe not wary. It's more like he's analyzing what the fuck you're thinking about. Maybe he doesn't know it's Ryan yet, so make sure you explain that to him, huh? And I'm sorry I reacted the way I did, because what am I thinking? You'd be the perfect fit for us. I told you. You know, I've already seen how you react in a crisis. I've seen how quick and forward thinking you are. You're bright, you're positive, you're honest. His gaze flashes towards the vases, then glints teasingly at me. You clearly have great attention to detail. Basically, I can say, without any further ado, we'd love to have you on the team. We'll need to talk about pay, of course. My face is glowing red. Shit, I need to stop this. Wait, I cut off his surge of enthusiasm midstream. No, this isn't. I'm sorry. I should have. This is the thing. Girls always try to get their guy friends into a job, and that's not what the guy wants. He wants to find the girl to tease into his, you know, you tease it and then you pop it in and you stroke it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't think they want a guy in their space. It's not the way they roll. No one really wants. They want a secretary, not a water busboy or some shit. Like because guys are more aggressive in general. They don't take orders well. But it's like it's more like complex. You don't need that shit around there. It's like, would you rather talk to a girl or a guy? You're trying to find some girls, right? For the most part, you know. And girls know more girls. Guys don't know girls like that. And if they do, they're not going to tell you about them. You know what I mean? It's like, of course, you'd rather have the girl in your job if you can get working around it the right way. And we'll see, though. Here we go. Wait, I cut off a surge of enthusiasm midstream. No, that isn't. I'm sorry. I should have. You don't understand. I rubbed my face awkwardly. Sorry, this is my fault. I thought I'd said. Said what? It's not for me, the job. I mean, not for you. He says blankly. But I'm claiming the job on behalf of someone else. A friend. Sure, a friend. That's what they all say. But here we go. I clear my throat, trying to sound confident. I'm transferring the depth. The light in his eyes has faded away. For a few moments, he's silent. Then he says, "But I wanted to repay you, not someone else." True, true. But here we go. It'll be repaying me. Honestly, it will. I just really want to do this person a favor. Sure. Favor. A favor. Sure. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't like the way that some people think it's like the favor's for you, not for him. You know what I mean? You want to complicate things with this I mean, third serving bullshit. And I'm like, nah, fam, don't bring that shit in my plate. I don't need that bullshit. Like, I'm trying to help your ass, not this guy who's trying to tap some ass. I'm not here for that shit. I want to fuck that ass. I don't want to let you get fucked. You know, that's not for me. I'm gonna do that play shit, dude. We don't play like that in my streets. Like, I help you out. When it comes to some douchebag, I don't give a fuck. Shit, dude. Like, eat dog trash with that bullshit. Alright, here we go. His gaze moves to the cardboard coffee cup sleeve lying on his desk. Again, I can see he's thinking hard. Does the agreement allow for transfer? He says carefully. Why not? I say robustly, because I anticipated he might say this. If you're the kind of debt can be passed on, there's a market in debt, after all. That's what they all say. You really think he's gonna fall for that shit? He doesn't know him. What do you got playing up there? Maybe there is, he says wryly. That's not necessarily a good thing. Well, anyways, that's what I like. Please. There's a silence. Simon's eyes darken a few shades. He picks up a stapler and starts fiddling with it, as though trying to delay his decision. You want me to give a job to a total stranger, he says at last. Well, yeah, I mean, you're accepting applications, but let's see what they say. All right. I'm a total stranger, I counter. And you were hiring me a moment ago, weren't you? You're not a stranger, at least. He stops himself mid-flow, as though confused by his own thoughts, and I suddenly wonder if he feels the same way I did in the coffee shop. I heard him talking on the phone, and I thought, I get you. Maybe he thinks that about me. Exactly. He's trying to play on moves on you, you know? He's not a dumbass. You can tell he's trying to lick his lips back here in his throat. He's like, yeah, I feel this vibe. You get what I mean? I want to work with you, girl. Yeah. And yeah, people say they don't, but like, don't lie to me, bitch. Why are you trying to help out Ryan then? Because you want Ryan to help you out. All right. But see, Sebastian's like, I'm not a dumbass. I see what's going on here. But I want in on the action. I don't want Ryan to get this bitch. She mine now, fool. Yeah, snooze you lose, Rise. Go back to Hollywood, boy. I'm here to pick up that chick from ya. It's on my bill, after all. And if it's not, then see ya, boy. I'll be coasting in my company, bro. Ryan, you didn't give me shit. I worked my way to this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, Ryan's, like, I mean, Seb is doing things the way he does, and Ryan's gonna do his own thing. Because Ryan's like a snob, so Seb's gonna be the same way. You wouldn't expect Seb to be like a nice guy when Ryan's gonna get the puss. You know what I mean? Here we go, though. I mean, some people are like that. You instantly relate to them, whereas others you bash away for ages. But you'll never understand them. Not in a million years. Uncle Ned. So who is it? I can tell Seb's trying to be positive and fair-minded. Does she have any investment experience? It's not a she, it's a he. Ah, Seb's face changes again in some in an missile way. Well, does he? No, but isn't that the point? You said you want someone with experience of the world. Well, no one's got more experience than Ryan. He started his own business. He's battled his way through Hollywood. Hollywood, Seb sounds astonished. He tried to make it there as a producer, but he found it so dishonest, so slippery. I can't see now, so I have to use my lights over here. Nah, fuck me. Here we go. He'd love to apply all his business principles to something more worthwhile. And what you do is worthwhile. I've seen you on YouTube. Bad. That's weird. Background check. And it's so inspiring. Sure it is, bro. Sure it is. Both hands now at this point. About you, how you give all those company directors a hard time about their pay. Well, some struggles. It's what I believe in. My mom's calling me. I'll see you guys later.